What's up, guys? Gonna try and get this out between airplane flights. Went ahead and I got a navigation unit for the MT-09 that's over here behind me. So let's go ahead and get this opened up. Came all the way from the UK. Took about 2 weeks to get here. Here's your first look at it. Hello, twist and lift. So twist and lift. There we have the mounting pad for it. Super light. I expected a little bit more weight, but that's not a bad thing. It doesn't feel cheap per se, even being the plastic model. So let's see what else we have in here. This is just the standard package, so I didn't get any additional mounts on it. I believe that is that's a sticky pad that you put on here. There's a sticky pad down in there, and then the Beeline Moto would mount to this. Don't think I'm going to use this because the MT-09 doesn't really have any places that are flat enough to mount that. There's our charger for it. It's pretty awesome. Just lock it in and turn it. It will contact two little charging pads there. This is the mount that I will likely use on the MT-09. This is meant to be held with a rubber band, or two rubber bands actually. So use this like so, go over the handlebars with it and back around to here to hold it tight. Comes with an Allen key, the sticky pad, and another smaller rubber band. Don't know what that smaller one's for. Right here, thank you. Everything's nicely packaged. The cardboard feels good and everything feels tight. I don't think it moved around at all between shipping from the UK to here in Texas. The quick start guide. Oh wow. That tells you everything to get it mounted and get it going on the bike. So here's your different clamp styles that you can use. So let's go ahead and throw this rubber band clamp on the motorcycle and we'll see what we think about it on first impression. What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be doing a review on this Beeline Moto navigation pod that I got from my 2021 MT-09. I didn't want to put my phone up on my handlebars. I've had two phones that the cameras they went out on it. For whatever reason, they wouldn't focus because of the vibrations of the bike, and that was on previous bikes. I don't know if the MT-09 would cause that, but I didn't want to take any chances. I am using my phone for YouTube videos and still as a day-to-day cell phone. So went ahead and ordered this Beeline Moto. And I've had it for close to 3 weeks now. I've had it since I've had the bike, and 1,500 miles using it so far. Everything from trips that I was taking that I didn't know where I was going to just using it back and forth to work to see how I like it overall. Didn't want to give you a short review where I hadn't ever used it. So starting out, I went ahead and unpaired it again just to show you. I will be opening the Beeline Moto app on my phone. You can get that in App Store, Apple and Android, I believe. So settings, connect to Beeline, and it should communicate pretty well. 534B, and then it pulled up on my phone. It says it's connecting, so this might take a little while. Let's see here. So I got it to connect. It said hello now. Now it's asking me where to. So let's plan a ride to my gym. Planet Fitness in Highland Village. 8-minute ride, or we can make it a 9-minute ride. Let's just take this 8-minute one. It should be slower ride, so that way I can get good audio through the helmet. So go. You see it automatically pulled up there. So go ahead and throw this in my pocket. Get the bike started up and start heading that way. So right here, I kind of talked about how I'm liking the Beeline Moto. Kind of jinxed myself and said that I'd got a GoPro setup that was going to work, but little did I know, as soon as the bike crosses about 5 miles an hour with my Shoei RS-SF helmet, I believe it is, anything over about 5 miles an hour with a microphone in it just does not work. So right here you can kind of see I'm merging onto one of the main roads over on my way to the gym. I'm talking about how I like the Beeline Moto, how I've used it back and forth to work, back and forth to the gym, on roads that I didn't know, on roads that I did know, just talking about how I know it. I think I mentioned something in here about, you know, the storm coming in that you can kind of see right here in the shot. Talking about how on highways it has really good pickup on where the exits are. Even with me being in North DFW, it has really good pickup, even with construction going on and constant changes on exits and traffic delays. I was kind of talking here while I was at the stoplight about how it knows where a stoplight's at. It's not going to keep rolling. When you're heading towards traffic, it will let you know. It will kind of divert you off of your main route towards, you know, a quicker trail and getting you to your location quicker. It gives you the option of doing a no highways route, gives you the option of highlighting a route. So say you wanted to take a weekend trip somewhere, wherever, and you found a road that was fun to ride. It was a faster road, it was a fun road, it had a lot of twists, a lot of turns in it. I talked about that big bump right there. I always go over that one way too fast and never remember it. But gives you the option to, if you find a road that you like, you can save it for next time. So next time you're in the area, you open the app and it shows you a highlighted route that you've taken before to go back on it if you wanted to. I was talking here a little bit about how it can tell you your GPS speed based on your phone. Talking about how well it indicates a turn. I'm using it in the United States, so it gives me miles, and then once I get within a half mile, it starts giving me feet. It will let me know when my next turn is, how far along my next turn is, and I think right up here pretty quick I start pointing at the Beeline, as you can see. And what I'm talking about is on the Beeline device itself, there's a little, I guess you would say hash mark, looks like a little measuring stick across the top of it that is constantly moving as you're going on your trail. It's a beginning and an end point, and then it's showing you how far along your route you actually are. So it gives you a good idea as far as if you're taking a longer trip, if you're a quarter of the way there, half of the way there, 3/4 of the way there. But there's a lot more fine measurements within that to use for knowing what your estimated ETA is, especially if your bike has a clock on it, or even if you're wearing a watch that lets you know what time it is. Right here, I'm kind of talking about how much I like it, how much I've used it, how beneficial it is. I think right there at that turn, if you watch my tachometer, I kind of pull the clutch in and just start downshifting a lot because I was not paying that much attention to it, but it will automatically reroute me if I were to miss a turn, which is very beneficial because usually when I'm riding in neighborhoods like this, I'm kind of looking around, seeing what's around, making sure I'm not going to piss anybody off with the noise of the bike or with the speed of the bike. Make sure there's no cops around. Make sure there's no motorcyclists or bicyclists around that I might miss, or pedestrians. Right here, I'm turning across 2 lanes, getting onto another main road right down the road from my gym, and kind of talking about how the Beeline itself has just been a super beneficial device to me, with me not wanting to mount my phone on my motorcycle. One, for saving battery on my phone, and two, for saving the camera. Right here, pulling into the gym, kind of doing some final wrap up things on what I think about the Beeline Moto. I would highly recommend it. Kind of talking about how I have a link in the description if you wanted to get a Beeline Moto for yourself. I highly recommend it, and it's a all-around great device for if you're going to be daily riding the bike, or if you have a bike that doesn't quite have a windscreen and you're worried about losing your phone on it. Those things are held on with rubber bands, and like I said, I put 1,500 miles on the bike, and I've not had a single problem with the Beeline Moto. I would highly recommend it. Even if you're not using it for GPS, if you wanted to use it for GPS speed and just what time it is, stuff like that. Right here, I'm kind of talking about the easy or quick connect on the Beeline Moto and the quick connect that it uses for the charger. How quick and easy it is to mount it on the bike, or if you have multiple bikes and you want to have multiple different GPS setups where you want to have the Beeline, like on my MT-09 right here, right in the middle of the bike, but you had a different bike that you wanted it off to the left side or out to the right side. It's very easy. Beeline offers a lot of different accessories for the bike, or for the GPS unit itself, to mount it anywhere you really wanted. And right here, I'm just going through the different settings where you can adjust the brightness and you can adjust what you're looking at and the display on it. So, sorry for the crappy audio. It's what I got.